Yeah, absolutely. So my thesis research kind of began in my methods class, which I think it does for a lot of people as you're looking at methodologies and thinking about applying those to your interests. And I had long had an interest in modern and contemporary dance, but I wasn't sure how that would really fit into a program where we were really looking often at kind of more visual arts in terms of like painting and sculpture and drawing and print. But I really thought of looking at dance as another form of visual culture. And the great thing about the U of A's department is it kind of allows for that broader study of visual culture. And so we were looking at feminist methodology, and I was interested in how the dancing body was an expression of identity and gender, or a challenge to gender codes. And that developed into my thesis, which I worked on with Leanne McTavish. And so I kind of did a case study of 3 contemporary dances, and they were each filmed. So there was like a documentary aspect to them that I could kind of watch and do close visual analysis of. And I was looking at expressions of body and gender through dance and choreography. And what was great about my thesis research is I was able to take in what I was learning in so many different classes, like even Leanne McTavish's classes, which were on the early modern period, just kind of her thinking around the body, I was able to incorporate into my thesis. So, yeah.
My thesis was about religious imagery in heavy metal album covers. So I did a case study of a particular album cover by this Brazilian heavy metal band called Angra. I just finished my master's in December. And what I do now is I'm an educator at the Art Gallery of Alberta, and I have been for the past year.
Right now, and in the process of that, so I've just been talking to some professors, and I found that my art history classes have also really helped me figure out what I want to focus on. And in a lot of the upper level seminar classes, the instructors are super open to you working on a project related to your thesis or research that you want to do to help advance your thesis. So that's what I'm kind of at right now.
I ended up coming to my thesis topic through a seminar I took with Joan Greer on, I believe it was religious art in 19th century Europe. I ended up getting really interested in the pre-Raphaelites, first of all. And I ended up just like spending a lot of time just like kind of like flipping through a bunch of like exhibition catalogs. And I found this artist named Simeon Solomon. And he was the only pre-Raphaelite who wasn't Christian, which was really interesting to me right off the bat. I mean, he was a Jewish artist, and he painted a lot about like Jewish topics, and he's doing it in this sort of like pre-Raphaelite style, which is like a lot of historicism and attention to kind of like looking at like artifacts and that are, of course, coming to the British Museum from various colonial campaigns, and using that to flesh out his paintings.
HADVC, I would say, is the most suited for students who really see themselves as academics, who want to pursue a master's and a PhD or something like that. I think it will serve you best if you are looking for that type of career more than any other.